We are back for the Zachary Hughes murder trial. And don't look at this 11 o'clock start time as a good thing. I am pretty sure they have been there all morning, battling it out after yesterday and everything that Zachary has done while testifying. I actually made a compilation video. I'm going to either put it up on my YouTube or I'm going to play it here and I'll put it on maybe later tonight. But on one of their long breaks, I'm going to play it for you. We can watch all the different things that happened yesterday. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put myself in the corner just in case they do start soon. So if you were not on yesterday or didn't see the entire thing, Zachary Hughes took the stand. It was already shocking enough because this whole time we thought that they were trying to say he was innocent. He did not kill Chris. Like, that was a complete 180. Even they were arguing about the man who was on the bicycle. His attorney was like, that guy had to be at least 6 foot or taller, all this stuff. So there's no way it could be Zachary. And then literally 10 minutes later, Zachary was like, yes, that was me. Like, what are we doing? We just argued all of this for no reason. But with him taking the stand, everybody knew there were things that they were not allowed to be saying. A lot of stuff about the other lawsuits that Christina and her fiance are dealing with. Even so, she has passed. Her state is getting sued. And Zachary decided that he didn't care. Zachary decided he was going to share his truth and nobody would stop him, including the judge. And boy, did he really just mess yesterday up. He started off by doing that, slipping in these little things about 3 times. And on the 3rd time, it was a bigger thing. And they shut it all down. Jury had to hurry and leave. Attorneys were yelling. It was chaos. But then I'm sitting here like it has to be a mistrial, right? They did not do a mistrial, and I was shocked. But then they come back and they let him get on the stand again, and the same thing happened. And that is how yesterday ended for this trial. So I am extremely excited to see what is happening. Right now it says cross-examination. Does that mean Zachary's done? He's not allowed to get back on? Will he continue to try to derail this entire trial? We will find out. But one of the more interesting, entertaining things about this was that... Hold on, I'm going to make sure that this is on. This should be linked. If you're in my chat right now, will you write something so I know that this is linked and correct? Let's go over here. This happened to me yesterday, and I can't tell if it's like this again. So if you're in my chat right now, write something. Otherwise, I might have to restart this. Oh, it looks like it's working. I'm going to click in just to double check, but hopefully it is now. I think it's going. Okay, I'm going to assume it's okay. So yeah, so he took the stand, started to talk about how John Mello was offering him money to kill Christina, and he did it on 2 separate occasions. And Zachary told the entire courtroom that. And before he could even be done testifying for the day and get off the stand, the police had already gone out and arrested John Mello. Which we were saying in our chat, we're like, he's going to get in trouble now. Like, he was totally trying to have this happen. Like, he will get in trouble. I did not expect it to be like 10 minutes later, there he is going to jail. They were on top of it. Still a little bit paranoid about this. So if somebody gets on and wants to say something in the chat, that would be helpful. Maybe I'll see if I can log into my other one and watch and see if it's correct. Oh, hi Kathy. Okay, thank you for saying something. I was like, I don't know if there's an error, but it was saying that there was a problem, but then it was showing me everything was right. So good. All right, we're okay. I was saying that, did you see that it says cross-examination? So I'm assuming he is done talking to his defense. I am still shocked that this is even continuing on. And yeah, 11 o'clock start time, but they definitely have been there all morning arguing. Oh, are they arguing jury instructions? Okay. I mean, they had a lot of things they could be arguing about for after yesterday, so I wasn't sure what right now. Okay. That makes sense. I saw clips of the video of John Mello being arrested, so I'm going to try to get that up on YouTube or maybe play it during one of these breaks. Gotta love social media. Yep. Once again, another good thing for some people if they live in the right areas that has a lot of trials. Just going and showing up is so much better. Was there yelling at him? Do you mean Zachary or John Mello? Oh. When was that? Good morning, Nina. Oh. I mean, it is ridiculous, right? If I was her sister, I would be freaking out too. Did you hear about that or did you see a clip with that happening, because if it was a clip, I'm going to go try to find the actual video. I would imagine with all this that Tina will get custody of the daughter. Okay, all right. I did see that and I hadn't had a chance to actually look at that, but I have it open on a tab, so I will watch it. I made a video the other day that I felt like John Mello and Bradley Post are both like creepier to me. Like I just get red flags looking at them. But then I'm like, well, maybe it's just mostly Bradley because we know all the things he's getting sued about. But then I saw him going into the police station and I'm like, no, there is something off about him. I get bad vibes from him too. All right, I'm gonna watch. I'll have it on mute, but I need to see what we're talking about. I've missed out too much. I found it, so my mic is off just for a minute while I listen to it. Very, very angry. I mean, obviously justified. You know, at some point, I think Christina's role in all of this other stuff that was going on with her fiance will come to light. And once that happens, I think that will give everybody a better idea of just who Christina was. But right now, there's been so many allegations about her, and so she is like tainted, and yet we actually haven't heard proof of anything from her. Not saying that Bradley Post wasn't doing stuff, maybe they have a whole bunch of evidence for him, but I haven't seen anything concrete yet for Christina. So I've been trying to like hold my judgment and just wait till all that happens. And yeah, her sister's devastated, as I would be if that was my sister. And I mean, what if John Mello really thought that, but then Christina never did anything like that? And so she died for no reason? It's just unbelievable. Yeah, I think I heard her yell right at the very end, like, "You'll never get rid of me." But she was walking away when she said that, so I didn't hear it very well. If they're still arguing about jury instruction and everything right now, I wonder when they'll actually start. That's so sad. That's so sad. It's interesting. I don't know if it's because this entire trial was so explosive yesterday or the fact that they had audio visual issues, court TV, but they have turned off all of their chats for the lives for today regarding this case. They never do that. So I'm just going to put my thoughts out there that if this really jumps into the state doing cross examination, I think they are going to be ruthless after how he was yesterday on the stand. I think they're probably very angry with him and they're going to give him a very hard time. There's definitely a few trials that I feel like have slipped through the cracks this week, and maybe it's just because we had Monday off, but have any of you heard of or seen the sleepwalking twin murder? There was something about it yesterday. I know nothing about it, but I am interested. So maybe I'll do some reading and see if it's started already. So hard to keep up with everything. There was DNA evidence that Kohlberger really wanted to have left out. His attorneys fought very hard to keep it left out, and the judge said no, it's coming in. That will be interesting. Oh, it's the one that I had heard about this a week or two ago. It violated his constitutional rights, how they got his DNA, and the judge is still letting them do it. Tupac's suspect trial posted. They ended up pushing it back a year. I mean, it's been so long anyway that I feel like a year, it just is what it is. But I am surprised it's going to be a whole nother year till that starts. Not sure if any of you guys were on here a day or two ago. Maybe Kathy was, but when we were talking about Harmony Montgomery and that her mom filed a lawsuit against the state, and they're trying to get it dismissed, saying that they couldn't really get involved and they didn't do anything wrong, and they 100% did a lot of things wrong. So, and a lot of people are now speaking out. I think she is definitely going to be winning her case. On yesterday's live of the trial, she posted in there, oh, if you tell me yes, I'm going straight to it. That would be very interesting. All right, I am in the live of yesterday's entire thing with Court TV. You're a good investigator, Kathy. Now I need to find it. Do you know if it was on their live chat at the time or a comment down below? I'm looking at both, so. Sister Grace has sent a message in this chat. Please read it. She is saying the guy is a big liar. All right, I see people talking about it. I haven't found hers yet, but I'm looking. I found it. I haven't read it, but I did find it. Oh boy. Wow. I'm reading the replies right now. What a great find.
ladies and gentlemen,
You did
thank
great.
you. I see
That didn't take
everybody
long
right
at all to
here,
find.
Safely. We're going to continue with the case. Cross-examination. Mr. Hughes.
Let the screaming and battling begin.
And Mr. Hughes, I will remind you that you're still under oath.
I understand, Your Honor. That is State's Exhibit 66 up there on the overhead. Mr. Hughes, when you dragged Christina Parcell across the floor of the front room where you killed her, did you drag her by her arm or by her ankle?
I don't remember for certain, but I think by the ankle.
That's all the questions I need to ask this, Your Honor.
Any limited redirect?
No redirect, Your Honor.
Mr. Hughes, you can start. Any other witness? Defense going to call any other witnesses?
Your Honor,
And I am aware that you wanted to put additional proffer, but.
yes, not at this time.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to go back to your jury room, and I'm going to be taking up a few matters, hopefully very quickly, and we'll be back with you.
My messages are not letting me text into the chat. So if I end up like repeating the same thing, that's why I just try to keep refreshing it. It won't go. I can see all of yours, but it won't let mine. On the next break, or if this one turns into a decent break, I'll go ahead and read everything that Kathy had found. Such a good find. Okay, they're saying a short break. So maybe I'll do it now. I think that was it. That was the cross. Just the one question. I think after yesterday's entire thing that they just didn't want him to be on the stand at all. They couldn't trust what he would say and what he would do, and they just want to get him off. All right. So, where should I start with this? So this is supposed to be, if it's true, this is Grace, who her parents adopted. She was older than Zachary, and she is from Russia. She said, "This really made me so upset. Why did no one try to find me to testify against him? This family is the worst, and I wish I'd never said yes to being adopted. Me leaving, I thought it would make life better for my siblings, but instead they found me and told me that it got worse after I left. Zach, you blaming me is so pathetic when you were so upset that your parents brought us and had to give us more care and attention due to our trauma. You need help, and I will never forget what you put me through. You watched your parents abuse us, especially me, as I was more rebellious. But I just needed some therapy, which your dumb parents didn't believe in. I called the attorney office and I hope that they let me testify because I want everyone to know what all of you did to me, but also to my siblings. I have had a really hard life after your parents gave up their rights to me and grew up in foster care. I have so many health issues, and now that I could not have been so much health issues now that could have been prevented if I got the right doctors in my 20s. But I worked hard and I have a wonderful support system now, and I work hard for everything in my life. Shame on you. This deserves a death penalty. Christina didn't deserve to be stabbed 35 times. Because you are scared of me, 4'10", 140 pounds, sick me. The parents are just standing by him claiming to be Christina's absolute, this is a typo, so bear with me. By him claiming to be Christina's is absolutely hypocritical. Sorry, that was an error on her part. I read what's there. I am Grace Elena Hughes, and I will help District Attorney put you behind bars. That was it. I'm seeing if she responded. There's a lot of people who replied to her. No. Doesn't look like she has responded or said anything to anybody else. I wonder if my chat's still offline. So it's too late for her to actually go and testify for this trial, but it would be very interesting if she showed up on sentencing day, which she has every right to do. What is going on? It's having me sign in again.
Welcome back. Just be patient and understand there are procedures that have to go in, and I'm sorry that I have to send y'all in and out, okay? All right, anything further?
Nothing further, the defense rests.
Bench rest. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can go back to the jury room.
Yeah, my YouTube's having issues right now, and it kicked me out of the chat, so I'm not even sure if my mic's working, but I'm logging back in, so we'll see what's going on. Yeah, my YouTube's having issues right now, and it kicked me out of... All right, well, for better or worse, at least they're done. The Monica Cementelli trial is starting in 30 minutes. And that means I have just a little bit of time to see what's going on with my computer program that it's doing this. Oh yeah, I finally got the chat working. Nina, were you guys able to hear me read it? Because I read it all, but then I looked up and it was saying that everything was signed out and my chat was gone. They really are getting their steps in. Oh my gosh. The last couple days for them has been brutal, but at least they can deliberate now. Good. Yeah, so she didn't respond to anybody else, and it'd be cool if she decides to go to sentencing. I doubt she will. Who knows where she lives now, what's going on. But might be somebody I could reach out to just to see if she wants to chat or anything. Oh, good. Good. And, okay, so yeah, Monica comes on in 30 minutes. I'm sure... Yeah, they're calling this a lunch break, but it's probably going to be longer for this. So I'll keep checking in. If you're on with me for Monica's, I will be updating periodically on this one. And I think there's a couple new ones starting today that if we are, I will probably do a part 1 and 2 of another one later, since this one is kind of wrapping it up. All right, I'm going off. I'm gonna reset this all, fix it so I don't have problems with Monica. And if you are going over there, I will see you then. Thanks for watching.